We haven't done this in a while. Name your dream team from a particular era. This time around, we've decided, you know what? Let's just use every era possible of the Montreal Canadiens and just put together your best players, your best center, left wing, right wing, two defensemen, a goalie, a depth player at any position, and head coach. I'm just gonna get us started here right away, so that way you guys can come up with maybe better rosters than I can. But I'm just gonna say Jean Beliveau at center. I know with wingers and stuff, yes, you need a left wing and a right wing. But if I have an opportunity to have Maurice Richard and Guy Lafleur in this dream team, I'm not going to get fussy about who plays where. So I'll put Lafleur on one wing and Richard on the other. You guys can decide which wing would be best for both. I'll put PK Subban and Larry Robinson on defense. In terms of goaltending, I mean, this might be a take here. I know Patrick Waugh is an easy take. I know Ken Dryden is an easy take. But I think as one of the best goalies of the current era right now, I don't have a problem with Carey Price being in the net here, especially with, how the goaltending position has advanced, right? And Carey Price has been used at the international level as well. I don't have a problem with Carey Price being there. Rick Green will be my depth player. I just think it's good to have him and his experience on the back end. And, he can help out with some coaching as well with Scotty Bowman as the head coach of the Montreal Canadiens. That is the dream team I have assembled. What about you, Rick? Who are you picking?
I got to go with Kenny Dryden in the nets with 5 Vezinas, Conn Smythe, Calder, 2.24 goals against average. He's the guy in a very shortened career. Back on the blue line, Guy Lapointe, Larry Robinson, obviously had a chance to play with one of the guys, played against the other one. Great players you want to have, on your side. Beliveau, no-brainer for me at center ice. Maurice Richard on the wing and Guy Lafleur, outstanding talents that delivered each and every year. And then I, went with Scotty Bowman as the coach, 744 winning percentage. As much as the stories that I heard about him, that a lot of guys really didn't like him, but he got the results, and that speaks for itself. And the depth guy, I don't know, we touched on. I put Stevie Shutt in there as a guy that, again, played with him for a little bit. Deadly hand-eye coordination that could make things happen every time he's on the ice. So that's my my all-time dream team.
For me, I've got Patrick Waugh in goal. I've got Bob Gainey, Saku Koivu, and Guy Lafleur together. For the defensive pairing, Julian, I copied you, Larry Robinson, and PK Subban, because I would just like to know the dynamic between the two of them being defensive partners. Coach Dick Irvin, I feel like bringing it super old school. And for a depth player, I'm going to say Carey Price, because I kind of want to see how him and Patrick Waugh would kind of deal with each other. Like, I would love to have seen how they interact. Like, I'm sure they've met many times, and I'd love to be a fly on the wall in a situation like that.
Yeah, Jess, it's interesting you have Koivu and PK, because when people talk about dream teams, it's hard to pick guys you've never seen play, right? Like, I never saw Maurice Richard play. I remember watching Jacques Plante, but he was with the Bruins and the Leafs when I was a kid at the end of his career. I don't remember him playing for the Canadiens. So it's always hard when you're picking a dream team, trying to Howie Morenz, guys that you didn't know. So with that in mind, to me, my goalie is Patrick Waugh. On defense, I got Larry Robinson with Guy Lapointe, who was my favorite Habs player when I was a kid. I loved Guy Lapointe. Up front, Beliveau I watch Beliveau play, and to me he's a center. But if you're looking to win the game and you want chemistry on your line, I'm going with Shutt, Lemaire, Lafleur. I don't think you get as far as a line. You can't beat that. And for a role guy, Bob Gainey.
Yeah.
But if I was picking my personal favorite, just as a personal favorite role guy, Brian Skrudlin.
Well,
I love Brian Skrudlin when he played for the Habs.
I do like.
Yeah, we know you do.
I do like your choice with Guy Lapointe, because my goodness, so there are a lot of great guys that were number 5 with the Montreal
Canadiens. They haven't retired. They should retire that number for both of you, Rick. Just like you and me together at the.
I had a lot of fun. Let's just say I didn't have as much success as those guys, but my goodness, there's some great guys and great stories with each and every one of those guys.
Let's make sure Rick gets a bobblehead night first before we talk about jersey retirement.
Exactly. Well, talk about the players that you watch, and I've mentioned this before on the show several times. I was so spoiled as a kid growing up in Montreal. In my 5 years in high school, the Habs won 4 Stanley Cups.
We've heard that story so many
Yeah.
times on this show. I know. Oh man, Jess was right. We were going to hear this story again.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Glory days. Glory days.
Stu, who's your coach? Who's your coach?
Scotty Bowman. I mean, that's, to me, that's a no-brainer.
Okay, we just want to make sure we get that done. I didn't want to forget that. Love the teams, everybody. Very great. Let us know in the comments section who your all-time Canadiens dream teams would be, what they would consist of, who would coach, who'd be a depth player, all that. I'm sure some people will put Chris Knuckles Nyland on some of their dream teams in the comments. Please leave your dream teams in the comments, of course, and subscribe to the YouTube page for more bonus videos, more fun stuff. You can also watch all of the content on hockeyinsideout.com and subscribe to the Hockey Inside Out newsletter, montrealgazette.com/newsletters.